channel. Don't mind that I have no contour on my face at all, because that is what I'm going to be showing you guys today. I'm going to be teaching you a method I like to call reverse contouring. So reverse contouring is using translucent powder to shape out the areas that you don't want to contour. So you're going to shape out the areas that you want to highlight, and then we're going to contour after. So it's going to be kind of like a guideline on where to contour, where to sculpt, and we're going to be only using powders today. So those of you out there that are afraid of cream contour, or you have oily skin so you can't use a lot of cream foundations or cream contours, this video is going to be perfect for you, but it's really good for any skin type. We're going to be using all my favorite powders, bronzers, highlighters, and I'm going to show you how to use my 180 Glam set to get that perfectly sculpted powder contour. So go ahead and keep watching if you want to see how I sculpt my face with only powders. Okay babes, let's go ahead and dive into this. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the products that you will need. You don't need these exact ones, but if you just have a couple of them, then we can create this look, or you can go get them. So the first thing that you need for this look is you need a translucent powder. So I am obsessed with the Laura Mercier translucent. It's been my baby for years. I've used it on every client, dark, light, like any skin type. This is the most flawless powder. So we're gonna need this to do our reverse contour. Another bronzer I'm going to be using today is a warm tone bronzer. This is from IT Cosmetics, and this shade is called Sunshine. This is a warmth bronzer, so we're going to be using this on the nose and on the forehead. So this is going to be a bronzer for that area. That you're going to need is a dark bronzer. So I'm going to be using today a mix of a couple bronzers, but one of my favorites is the Milk Chocolate. This is actually medium deep matte bronze from Too Faced. So I love this bronzer. It's really matte. It sculpts so well on a lot of skin types and a lot of skin tones. If you're a lot darker, then I suggest maybe using Hoola bronzer from Benefit, but I love this Too Faced bronzer. So you're going to need a dark bronzer. The next product that I'm going to be showing you guys today is one of my favorite blushes that I like to use on a lot of clients. So this is from Natasha Denona. This is Blush Duo 02 and 05. I'm obsessed with this shade. This is called Tutu. It's like a beautiful peach kind of shimmery shade for the cheeks, and it's just so pretty. So we're going to be using this palette today, but you can use any peach blush that you want. And then last but not least, we need an amazing highlighter. So the highlight that I'm going to be using today is Holy Grail, of course, Becca Opal. So this is the Opal highlighter. I just got this sent to me, so it's like brand new, and I'm so excited to use it. So if you have an amazing highlighter that you want to use, go ahead and pull that out, and we're going to use that as well. And then of course we need our brushes. So I'm going to show you how you can reverse contour with my 180 Glam set. If you have brushes that you love, go ahead and use those, but I'm obsessed with these. These are my children, and I'm going to show you how to get that reverse contour with them. So go ahead and keep watching, and let's get into this. My face already has foundation on it and a really little amount of powder, so we've created this blank space for our face, and we're going to go ahead and start contouring, highlighting, and doing our blush. So the first thing that we're going to need is a tapered highlight brush. So I'm going to be using, this is the 181 brush. Yes, the 181 brush. I had to think for a second. This is out of stock at the moment, but we do have a waiting list. It has one side that's highlighter and one that's concealer. I've already told you guys about this, so let's just go ahead and get in. So the powder is the Laura Mercier that I told you guys about. And we're going to go ahead and just tap it so we get a good amount on the lid. And we want lots of baking powder with this because, like I said, this is reverse contour, so we're going to be baking at the same time as contouring. I poured probably way too much, but we're not going to be using all of it. Go ahead and dip your brush in and get a really good amount on the head of your brush. Let me grab a mirror. And we're going to start to bake. So what we're going to do is we're going to apply this underneath the cheekbones to bake this area and create that reverse contour. If you wanted to just have your foundation on and not even set it yet, you can do that. But I kind of like to set it and then I like to do this just because I feel like it has a better finish to it. So go ahead and bake under your eyes. In between the brows and the forehead. And then we're gonna go ahead and do the nose. So the nose part is super important because I feel like this is the main reason why I reverse contour when I'm teaching. It's just a really easy way to show people how to contour the nose. So we're gonna be using, of course, my nose perfector brush, which should be coming back really soon. I'll let you guys know. And we're gonna be using the powder side for this. So go ahead and get a good amount of that translucent on your brush. And we're gonna go pretty far in where we want to bake. What the freak? You would think that this looks really weird. I know there's all these trends out there right now, but this actually really does work. It's not one of those weird Instagram contourings like I'm drawing strange things on my face. This actually works. Okay, once you're done looking like you just baked a cake on your face, we're gonna go ahead and start to do our reverse contour. So go ahead and dust off the translucent powder that was already on, your brush, because we don't want that to have any fallout when we go straight into the bronzer, because we're gonna be using a lot of the same brushes. So we're gonna go ahead and get our tapered highlight brush again. And we're gonna go in here actually with a mix of two bronzers. So we're gonna be using this IT Cosmetics Sunshine Bronzer. Take your brush, put a good amount of the product on your brush, and we're just gonna follow along the lines where the baking was. That's where we wanna contour. Shade underneath the chin, along the jawline to sculpt that jaw, look like Angelina Jolie. And just really warm up that cheekbone. The area that isn't baking, we're just gonna warm that all up. So go ahead and pick up your nose contouring brush and a little bit of the bronzer that is from IT Cosmetics, and we're gonna go on the inside of the baking to really sculpt that nose. So this helps people because when you bake, you're pushing in the sides of the nose so it looks thinner on the sides, and then what we'll do is we're contouring the inside part of that bake. So take your brush and we're just gonna start sculpting along where this part ends. And we're just sculpting inside those lines, so it's kind of like a guideline for those of you that do have a hard time contouring. Sometimes you'll go ahead and you'll do your contour first, and you'll actually make your nose look wider. So this really helps people that have a struggle with where they want to put the lines. Apply the powder first on the side so you know how skinny you want to go. So you're gonna look like a crazy person, but hey, after you're gonna be so sculpted. Okay. Now that we're baking, oh my gosh, I have an itch. Okay. Now that we are baking and looking fabulous, we're gonna go ahead and let this sit. Go ahead and let it set a little bit, and then we'll come back in a couple minutes and we'll dust it all away with perfect contour. And go ahead and take a frosting break if you want while this is baking. I think we could dust this away. So go ahead and take your fan brush or any type of fan brush and just dust this. Forehead. For under eyes, we'll use that highlighter brush from my set. Dust it away. Dust, dust, dust. And then we will go ahead and use a clean nose brush, and we will just go down the sides of the nose, just like this. The tip, sides of this side. Okay babes, so we just dusted away all of that baking and we're left with just the contour, which is really nice. And we're gonna go ahead and add just our highlighter and our blush and we should be good to go. So that is how you reverse contour or sculpt. You'll go ahead and put the baking on the jawline, under the eyes, along the sides of the nose so that you have a guideline of how skinny you want it to be and where you want to put your contour. It's really, really easy. It's not that hard. Anyone can do it. It's for beginners, whoever. And I just feel like it's a much easier way for us to know where we want to sculpt. It may be just we're gonna go ahead and pop on our blush really quick. And I'm going to be using this shade. This is called Sheer Peachy Nude and Tutu Mixed. And we're going to go ahead and apply it with this tapered brush from Luxie. This is Luxie 840. This just gives like a really pretty peach pink to the cheeks. Oh my gosh, I love how pink it is. Go ahead and take your tapered brush and just blend that in a little bit. Okay, so then we're gonna go ahead and spray our face before we put the highlighter on because that's gonna help make the highlighter pop a lot more when we have a little bit of moisture to the skin. So I'm gonna be using the Slay All Day from Gerard. This is in peach and it does have a little mintiness to it, so I always feel like my face like tingles after I spray it, so I kind of like it. Spray it first once so you don't get like a spit of spray. Oh! This literally smells like a smoothie on my face. Love it. Okay, so once that is sprayed, we'll just let that set just a little bit. You could tap it if you got too much in one area. But we're gonna go ahead and pop on our highlighter, obviously the best part. And this is Opal from Becca. Isn't it gorgeous? I mean, I know that everyone's used this, but I really haven't used it a lot, so I'm excited to try it. So we're gonna use the highlighting brush again. And we're just going to highlight the areas that we want to be highlighted. Right there. And just along the bridge, and then you could just tap, tap, tap. I hope you enjoyed this reverse sculpting video. Please give it a thumbs up if you like it, and please subscribe to me if you haven't already. I love to hear your comments and questions on Snapchat or in the comments below. But I really hope you like this glowing look. I love how it turned out, and it's really easy to contour when you do the reverse sculpting by using the powders first and using the powders to bronze and contour and all of that. So I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you in the next video.